Hello there. My name is Murray. I'm with my co-host Corey, and we are the Real Guys. This is Siren Radio, and this is the Real Show with two E's. The music you just heard was "Kiss from a Rose," performed by Seal from Batman Forever in 1995, but originally was used in The Neverending Story 3 in 1994. Did you know that, Corey?
No, I didn't.
No, we didn't. We have a packed show for you today for our special broadcast. As always, I'm accompanied by my co-host Corey. How are you doing today,
Hello.
Corey?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good to know. For our special broadcast, just like James Bond a couple of weeks ago, we will be celebrating the biggest heroes of cinema. With 51 films under his belt and more than 15 actors offering a different portrayal of the character, we're discussing one of the titans of DC Comics, the world's greatest detective, The Dark Knight, Batman. I'm Batman. Hello, I'm Batman. I'm taking over the show. I'm Batman. Can you give me your best Batman?
Where is she?
Where is she?
Where is she?
That was horrible. I'll try again. Where is she? Where are the other drugs going? Where is she? Swear to me. Right. That hurts the throat. But
yeah, it's one of them voices, isn't it?
It is. It really. Everyone tries to do Christian Bale, and they do it really deeply. It really shoots your throat. But from Adam West to Kevin Conroy to George Clooney, Christian Bale, and now Robert Pattinson, the special episode comes to you from the announcement that the new Matt Reeves directed The Batman resumed filming in September, and is set to finish filming and begin post-production in February 2021. The Batman is scheduled to be released on March 4th, 2022, directed by Matt Reeves from Cloverfield, as you know, director of Cloverfield. And War 4 and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and Let Me In, which is a horror film, I think. Have you heard of Let Me In?
It is. I've heard of it.
Oh. It was directed by Matt Reeves, and this new The Batman is written by Peter Craig, starring Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne Batman, Zoe Kravitz as Selina Kyle or Catwoman, I suppose. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, which will be funny. I've seen some set photos. I think he's going to wear prosthetics.
I would hope so.
He might wear like a Danny DeVito style fat suit, you know.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon, who looked pretty good. Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen a few clips.
There's a couple. There's a clip of I think there's like a batsuit reveal, isn't there? There's like a teaser of the batsuit.
Yeah.
It's like armor. It's like all clicking onto him, and then there's like more of a trailer where it's sort of you see him fighting. You see him punch that guy like 10 times in the head, and then you see Jim Gordon. He's got the nice cool mustache and the glasses. He looks good. Jeffrey Wright looks good. Andy Serkis as Alfred, who I love. Absolutely adore Andy Serkis. He needs more recognition.
Andy Serkis is great.
He is. He's absolutely great. Is he going to be mocapping Alfred? Is he going to be in a ping pong ball suit? Is he going to be? It's like Supreme Leader Snoke with a tie. Or Caesar? Is he going to be Caesar? Is he going to be an ape? Ape, no kill ape. Master Wayne, you want bat suit? That's horrible impression. And John Turturro as Carmine Falcone, which is I like John Turturro. He was good in that. Then strangely enough, from Kiss from a Rose from Seal to Name of the Rose. Have you heard of Name of the Rose?
I haven't actually.
Oh, it's like a. Well, there was a reboot recently. John Turturro basically plays like this monk Sherlock Holmes, this monk detective who has to solve these murders in a monastery. It's quite cool, actually. I think there was an old film of it as well. Name of the Rose, and Paul Dano as the Riddler. And it was a bit of a fan cast, but I think it was in the cast list, so I'd say that Paul Dano will be Riddler.
Big fan of Paul Dano.
Yeah, are you? What else has he been in?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, nice.
And There Will Be Blood.
Oh, yeah, There Will Be Blood. Yeah. But for today, we'll be discussing the live-action Batman films. So that excludes all animated Justice Leagues, Batman, and Bat Family films. So I'm sorry, Batwoman and Nightwing, and more, and Robin, I suppose. I know DC makes an amazing animated film, like Flashpoint Paradox, Gotham by Gaslight, Batman Bad Blood, and of course, the Lego Batman movie. Have you seen the Lego Batman movie, Corey?
I've seen the Lego movie, but I've not seen the standalone Batman one.
Oh, there was a standalone Batman one, but there's also a one about ninjas and one about, I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something.
Nice.
Or, was there? Oh, they did another spin-off of the Lego Batman, not Lego, the Lego movie franchise. There's like a Lego. Yeah. There's like a Lego Ninja and a Lego something. And there's the second Lego movie. Have you seen the sequel?
I have.
Oh, with like the big blocks? I don't know. But as always today, I have trolled the depths of the film review website Letterboxd to give you only the best of the worst. It's time to play a special Batman-themed good film, bad review. Da-da-da-da-da, good film, bad review. Shall I do the jingle? I'll do the jingle myself. I do my own damn jingles. So you can play along at home and try to guess which of these live-action Batman films earned this bad review. Are you ready? Are you ready, Corey?
Ready as ever.
You better be ready. You're the only one I'm playing with. So, once again, I've gone through the film review website Letterboxd to bring you only the best of the bad reviews. So, here we have a 0.5 star review for a Batman film.
Okay.
Are you ripped and raring to go?
Sure.
I should hope so.
Yes, I am raring.
Here we go. I'll just read this how it comes.
Okay.
The city is on the verge of being destroyed, and they went home to change into matching black and silver outfits to match the main villain's aesthetic. Thank God this movie exists, though, because it almost killed the genre. It led to X-Men, which led to Spider-Man, which led to Batman Begins, which led to Iron Man, which somehow led to inclusion in this genre. So thanks? ?
Okay.
What's your first opinion?
I think I've got a pretty solid understanding of what this one is already.
Right. Okay. Well, it's an easy. I'll let you in easy. I'm decided to let you in easy today.
So, I'm gonna break it down before I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's before Batman Begins.
Yes, before Batman Begins.
Because it says it leads to Batman Begins.
It leads to X-Men, which leads to Spider-Man, which leads to
Yes.
Batman Begins, which leads to Iron Man.
And it also mentions.
Yeah.
It mentions the suit.
It does. It mentions the suits. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. And hate leads to suffering. X-Men leads to Spider-Man, which leads to Batman Begins, which leads to Iron Man.
Now, my only problem is.
What's your problem?
I don't know if. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I think we've mentioned this Batman film before.
Right. Okay.
A couple episodes back. I think I have anyway. And I'm going to go for because this film definitely had black and silver or blue and silver, whatever the thing said.
They went home to change into black and silver outfits to match the main villain's aesthetic. I'm
going to go for the famous or the infamous in some cases, Batman and Robin.
Ding ding ding! You are correct.
Yeah.
Well done. Good job. That was easy. That was easy for you. That was easy pickings, wasn't it?
Yes, which we have mentioned before.
So I've been blasted through these. You know what? Today might be the clean sweep.
It could be. I know my Batman.
I don't want to jinx it, touch wood, but today might be the clean sweep, as we say. Are you ready for another?
Go for it.
A really long, drawn-out misunderstanding. And that's it.
Oh.
It's a really long, drawn-out misunderstanding.
Okay, well, who would Batman have a misunderstanding with?
I don't know. But it's really long and drawn-out misunderstanding.
It is. It's a really long and drawn-out misunderstanding. Would it be a Joker? Probably not.
I don't know. He doesn't really have misunderstanding with the Joker, though, does he?
That's what I mean.
He has more. He punches the Joker 5 times in the face, and then Joker keeps laughing at him, misunderstanding.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring back a guess from last week.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Batman versus Superman, please.
Batman versus Superman. Is that your guess?
Yes.
And you are right.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice is the full title.
Batman vs Superman, but misunderstanding.
A really long, drawn-out misunderstanding. Oh dear. It's like that criticism of Civil War, where it's not really civil war; it's more of civil discussion.
Yeah.
Civil disagreement. Anyway, here's the final good film, bad film. You're blasting through these today.
I know, right?
You're making really good time. Right, are you ready for this 1-star Batman film review?
Go for it.
Well, I can certainly see why child me repressed this movie because it was god awful. I can't believe they made a Batman movie and somehow managed to make Batman a background character. What a mess. This reads like some kind of Gordon Ramsay criticism. What a mess. Exclamation point. Thoughts, please.
Batman background character.
Yeah, I'll read it again. Well, I can certainly see why child me repressed this movie because it was god awful. I can't
Okay.
believe they made a Batman movie. Somehow managed to make Batman a background character. What a mess! Or what a mess! I'll add the exclamation point. I'll shout it.
Okay.
Mess. What a mess.
One thing is bothering me about that,
What is bothering you?
and this could just be my sense of humor. Instead of saying Batman a background character, I kind of wish we said Batman a background character.
A background. I thought that was going to come up.
Yeah.
Don't say background character. It's like that thing. It's that thing where he adds the word bat in front of everything to make it a Batman thing.
Yeah.
Like the Batmobile, the Bat Cycle, the Bat Plane, the Bat Boat, the Bat Gun, the Bat Toilet,
Okay, so
the Bat Home Furnishing.
it's going to be an older one, I reckon.
Right, yeah.
Because it says it's from his child. He said, "Oh, I repressed it from my child."
Child me
Yeah.
repressed up the movie.
Now, what we got? It's not Batman and Robin,
No,
because we said that. I reckon it's before Batman Begins,
right, okay.
because that would mean he'll be like, if he wrote that review now, he would be like, if his child hit him, he'd be like 20 now or something, which could be a possibility. But
How do you make Batman a background character or a background character? You've already done the joke. Sorry.
I have. It could be Batman from the 80s. It could be Batman Returns.
Batman. It could be Batman Returns. But would Batman return to be a background character?
It could be Batman Forever.
Oh, it could be Batman Forever. Batman is forever a background character.
You see, the first one that came to my head was The Dark Knight, because I was wondering if he's going, oh, Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, there's a lot of Joker. Well, no,
Yeah.
for good reason. Because Heath Ledger's bloody amazing as the
Oh,
Joker.
it's fantastic.
Do you want to know how I got these scars? That's the best Joker I can do. Anyway, he was great, and I think maybe they thought he took up so much of the film that Batman is in that film. Batman is in Dark Knight a lot though.
Yeah, he is.
Because he has those great fights. But anyway, what do you think? You think it's an older Batman film? You think an older Batman?
Yeah, I'm thinking older Batman.
I'll tell you, it's on the right track. You're on the right track.
Okay. So. Okay. Wow. Could it be Batman Forever?
You mentioned Batman Returns as well. Batman Forever or Batman. I think that those were the two you were sort of you were.
They're the two I'm going back and forth on. Cool.
Right. Okay.
Batman Forever's got a lot of people in it.
Again, it's come down to a 50-50 decision.
It has.
Again, it always seems to come down to a half decision, to a 50-50.
See, Batman Forever has a lot of people.
It does.
A lot of people.
It does. Who's in Batman Forever? It's that's the one with Jim Carrey Riddler, isn't it?
Yes, one of the Riddler and
Two-Face.
Yes.
And Two-Face. Well, Batman Returns has
It's got Catwoman.
And Danny DeVito Penguin. Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pressure here. I need an answer. Flip a coin. Just point to something
what,
and
like
say
Two-Face?
what. Like Two-Face, yeah. Flip a coin like Two-Face.
I'll flip a coin like Two-Face.
Right. Do you have a coin on you?
No, but I've got a phone, so I'll flip that instead.
All right, flip a phone. Well, if it lands face down, you're gonna have to go with one thing. What side is which?
Let's put Forever face up and Returns face down.
Right. Okay. Come on then. It's come down to a game of chance. Fate. Let fate take the wheel.
I am going
for
Batman Returns, please.
Going for Batman Returns.
I am.
My stars and garters. Golly gee gosh, she's got it.
Yes.
You've only gone and done it. Well done.
Thank you, phone.
Batman Returns. It was a 1-star review for Batman Returns. Well done. Well bloody done.
Nice. I quite like that one.
You've got the clean sweep on week 5, no less.
It only took 5 weeks.
It only took 5 weeks to get you the clean sweep. Oh my god! A small part of me wanted you to go for Batman Forever.
I was close.
Just so we could tease the listener for another week until he gets the clean sweep. But no, you've got it.
It's fine. It's only downhill from here.
Oh yeah, exactly. We'll mark this day. Shall we mark this day? Shall we? As the day that Corey finally got the clean sweep on Good Film Bad Review. But now, well, actually, Batman Returns, not a bad Batman film. I enjoyed it.
I like it.
Yeah. But now it's time to put reviews aside and focus on the real stars of today's show. The Batman themselves. The Batman himself, probably.
Batman.
Facing deadly villains like the Joker, Bane, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Red Hood, the Riddler, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, Deadshot, Penguin, Deathstroke, Clayface, Huss, Ratcatcher, the Rainbow Creature, Crazy Quilt, Eraser, Penny Plunderer, Polka Dot Man, Mime, Tarantula, King Tut, Orca, the Calculator, Killer Moth, Man-Bat, March Harriet, Zodiac Master, Gentleman Ghost, Clock King, Catman, Calendar Man, Kite Man, the Catman, Zebra Man, the Clue Master, and the Condiment King.
You've done your research.
Yeah. I told you I did that in nearly all one breath.
Yeah. Now you know how I thought last week, having to say bloody Borat all the time.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sure Batman's had more villains, but those are the ones that count, you know? I need to play that back in slow motion to see if I got everybody. I may have stolen that joke from the Lego Batman movie, just to say.
Fair enough.
But out of all those villains, nothing comes close to the Dark Knight himself. So prepare yourself for these 7 film screen incarnations of Batman to battle it out in Movie Versus. We're bringing it back. So it's time for Movie Versus Battle of the Batmen, or as I like to call it, the Batman Brawl.
Nice.
Batman Brawl. Nice. So just to preface this, there are 8 Batmen in the fight. I said 7 just now, but I mean 8.
Yes.
8 Batmen in the fight, and there can only be 1 winner. We aren't including Batman from animation, TV series, or serials. So I'm sorry, Ian Glenn or Kevin Conroy. I disappoint you, but yeah, we're only including the Batman from the film, from the big screen, the silver screen.
Yes.
Now, as we know, all movie versus must take place in a standard basketball court. Correct. Why is that? Why is that, Corey?
It makes it nice and even.
Nice and even. No cover, no high ground,
strategy,
no low
high ground.
It's no cover, nowhere to hide. You're out there. You're on the basketball court. It's time to fight. Now the rules. Obviously, Batman relies on his gadgets.
Yes.
Relies on his weapons. Relies on prep time. Batman with enough prep time can take anyone out. So we're gonna just remove all of that. So no gadgets or weapons, no batarangs, no EMPs, no sonic devices, smoke bombs or grappling guns. None of it. He's just got his wits and his fists, as I like to say.
Nice.
And no Batmobiles and no help. So no Robin, Nightwing, Catwoman, or Batwoman can appear and help him out. And there can only be 1 winner. Who will join the likes of George Lazenby's James Bond in the grand finale of Movie Versus? However many we do.
That's a good point, which you probably think at.
Probably. Now, are you ready to meet the combatants today?
List them.
Let's meet the combatants for today's Movie Versus.
Give us the stats.
The Battle of the Batman. First off, from 1943, coming all the way from 1943, we've got Lewis Wilson, who was 23 when he took the role, and he's from Batman, just called Batman, just the film Batman in 1943. Actually, that was created by the actual creators of Batman himself, Bob Kane and Bill Finger. I think that's their names. I hope it's not Bill Kane and Bob Finger, but
I'm sure you're close enough.
Yeah, and well, they basically did the film. It's the 2 guys that created Batman also did this film in 1943, and he's 5'10" in height. Next, we have the one, the only, Mr. Adam West. He's 37 when he took the role. He's from Batman the movie in 1966, and he's 6'2". Then we've got another 37-year-old Batman. We've got Michael Keaton from Batman 1989 and Batman Returns in 1992, and he is 5'9". We've got Val Kilmer from Batman Forever, which you spoke about, Corey.
Yes.
And he's 36. He's from Batman Forever in 1995, and he's 5'11". Then we've got George Clooney, the very famous George Clooney. He's 36. He's from Batman and Robin, and he's from 1997, and he's 5'11". That rhymes. Then we've got the very famous, again, another very famous actor. We've got the where is she? Where is she? Christian Bale. Have you heard my joke about Batman? Have I told you my joke?
I don't know. Tell me your joke.
Tell you my joke. All right, listener, you're in for a treat. Here's my Batman joke. How does Batman exit church?
How does Batman exit church?
He Christian Bale's.
Okay.
But ting. He's 31. He's from Batman Begins 2005, The Dark Knight 2008, and The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, and he's 6 foot. Then we've got Batfleck. Ben Affleck. He's 43. He's from Batman vs Superman in 2016 and Justice League in 2017. And I'm sure he'll probably be in he's supposed to come back, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though he said he wouldn't, he's supposed to come back. He's coming back in the Flash. Ezra Miller's Flash is getting a film. He's going to be in that.
Yeah.
And there's the Snyder Cut he's going to be in as well, Justice League Snyder Cut. And there's 20,000 versions of Batman vs Superman that I'm sure he's in as well.
Oh yeah.
And he's 6'3". He's our tallest Batman. And then we've got the new kid on the block, Robert Pattinson. Well, we did a bit of math here, didn't we, Corey?
Yeah, we did.
And we thought that, well, how old is he when it's going to come out in 2022? How old is he now? He's
34, I believe.
34. So it'll be 36 when it comes out.
Correct.
So and he's 6'1". And
Yes.
they are our combatants. Our 8 Batmen. We've got to whittle it down, Corey. Who are you backing in this fight? Who you got?
There's a couple of options. There's definitely a few that stand out, and a few that don't.
Right. Well, actually, no. Let's see who is getting taken out.
Whittle it down. Let's whittle it down.
Whittle it down. Well, who's getting taken out first? Who's the weakest Batman? Well, it's a fight. They've got nothing but their skills, their wits about them.
Yeah.
They've got their power. They've got their precision. They've got their wits, their intelligence, their strength, and their bravery. Who's gonna triumph in this battle of the Batman, in the Batman brawl?
So, and I'll see if you agree. I think that the first to go,
yeah,
probably the guy who first played Batman,
Lewis Wilson.
Yeah,
he's short. He's only in Batman 1943. His costume looks like just a man dressed up as Batman. He doesn't look like Batman.
This thing, it's going to be similar for Adam West, because Adam West's costume was, yeah.
Are we taking the costumes into account? Are we taking the Batsuits into account? We should probably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to throw an objection right away for Adam West.
Well, I'm not saying he goes straight away. I'm just saying Adam West is probably going to go soon.
Probably. Well, Lewis Wilson is probably taken out very swiftly.
Okay, so he's gone.
Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer gang up on him, and beat him down, take him out, take him down.
Sure. Why not?
Lewis Wilson's out of the game. Sorry, Lewis. I'm sure you were a great actor. Who's next in the? Who are they setting their sights on? Well, right away, I think Christian Bale and Ben Affleck are going to be at pretty even. They're going to be in a very intense fight.
Yeah.
Christian Bale is a very, very tough, very strong Batman.
He is.
He's got a lot of fighting skills. He's been trained by the League of Shadows, Ra's al Ghul, and he's going to be good at fighting. He's going to be taking out loads of people. He might be fighting Ben Affleck probably to a stalemate.
He's very resilient.
Very resilient. There's that very famous. You've seen Batman vs Superman, haven't you?
Yes.
Right. There's that scene where Ben Affleck is in the warehouse and he just takes out 20 dudes. He's throwing boxers. He's throwing people. He's strong, and he's also very scary. He's actually very scary. He hangs on the wall. He climbs around. I did a sort of motion with my hands there, like I was climbing. But he climbs around. He throws boxes at people's heads and knocks them out. And also he brands people.
True.
Doesn't he? He's got that is it like a ring or is it like he used like a pole? I don't know. But
can't remember.
He burns the Bat logo into them. So in prison, who's been taken down by the Batman. I think that's actually really, really cool.
Yeah, it's quite an aggressive.
Yeah, quite an aggressive fighter.
Yeah.
But who is going down? Lewis Wilson. I've striked him off. He's been taken down. I think. Oh, I hate to say it, but well, no, actually, I don't. But I think it's got to be George Clooney or Val Kilmer as needs to go down next.
I was thinking Clooney.
Clooney, yeah. What has he got? He's got his back credit card. That's not going to do very much for him, is he?
No, I don't think he can bribe Batman.
No, back credit card. He's got those ice skates.
True.
There's that bit where he has the ice, where he's fighting Mr. Freeze, and he uses the ice skates on his shoes, and he skates around with his hockey puck or whatever. We've not done a Mr. Freeze Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze impression yet.
Oh God.
Do you want me to? You know it's coming. You know it's coming, don't you? Let's kick some ice.
Here we go again.
He says, I don't know. He says stuff like, "Stay cool." What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. It's not even true though. They didn't. Oh, dear. And then he like shoots like a dinosaur skeleton with his ice gun, and
Yeah,
he
he does.
like destroys it. Oh dear! Talk about your cold shoulder. Anyway, it's horrible. Anyway, George Clooney, yeah, he's gonna be taken down. He doesn't do a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Sort of, I think the gimmick of a Batman and Robin film with George Clooney in it is George Clooney is in it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, really. There's that weird bit where like there's like a holographic Alfred. Doesn't Alfred die in that film?
God, it's been so long since I've seen that film.
I don't know. I think there's like a Alfred hologram or something, and Barbara Gordon. Wait, no, it's not even Barbara Gordon. It's like Alfred's niece or something. It's not even Barbara Gordon Batgirl. It's like Alfred's niece or something, and she comes into town because Alfred has like died or I don't know or something, and then there's like a hologram Alfred who like shows her the Batgirl suit, and she has to get in it to fight like Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
And it sucks that's the only. It sucks that that's the only Poison Ivy live action we've ever got, apart from the one in Gotham. But we're not really counting Gotham.
We're not
because
counting
that's a TV
Gotham.
show, even though I have watched it, and I enjoyed it. Actually, it's very good. It takes some liberties with a couple of characters, but the Poison Ivy generally all right. What we need more Poison Ivy in Batman films.
Yes.
She's a good villain. Anyway, George Clooney out second, no problem.
Gone.
Now we have the final five. I think we've got Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Rob. The final six then.
Yeah.
We're to whittle it down probably to 4. I'd say 4, then 3, then 2, then 1.
Yeah.
So who's up next? Who's in the firing line?
Would you be mad now if I said maybe Adam West?
I wouldn't be mad if you said Adam West. I think 2 people have gone down. Adam West, he's sort of his pop and wangs and fizzes or whatever he does when he punches people. Pow, and zock and sock and zip and whiz and bang and whoosh. And they're not going to be helping him very much.
I like to imagine that as this fight's going on, whenever Adam West gets hit, they pop up.
Oh no!
But only for him.
or whenever he hits someone, that's when they pop up. Sock, bang, pow. Onomatopoeia. I think there's a theory. That in Batman '66, it like exists in like an alternate dimension or something, where like those just appear and everyone can see them. And everyone can see them, but nobody like pays attention to them.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like a bird or something. No one pays attention to it. It's like when Batman punches someone, a big word comes up, and like no one pays attention because that's just what happens when Batman punches someone. And there's noises. There's noises that happen when he does it, doesn't it? There's like a pow woo, when it happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia. I love it.
Man.
Anyway, yeah, Adam West. He's gonna get taken out. I think there's a big brawl. Adam West is just getting punched from all sides. He can't handle it, and he's going down. I'm afraid. And that's it. R.I.P. Adam West. Oh, and anyway, he's out of the fight. He's out of the fight. He's incapacitated. So now we've got Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I'd say Val Kilmer's in the firing line.
Really?
Yeah. I would say Val Kilmer's in the firing line. I don't know. Michael Keaton is like, he is intense. And there was, especially when his film came out, people were saying that Michael Keaton won't make a good Batman because he was a bit of a pretty boy,
Good point.
He doesn't really fit people say he didn't really fit the tall, dark, handsome Batman. But of course, that'd be the perfect cover because you'd never suspect him, would you? There's that bit in the party where you've seen Batman 1989, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
There's a bit in the party where Vicky Vale is like, "Who's Bruce Wayne?" Which you can't tell. because Michael Keaton just looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
You'd never suspect Michael Keaton to be Batman or to be. There's that bit where he fights that guy with a sword. There's that bit where he throws the guy into the hole and it explodes. Michael Keaton Batman kills people. He shoots people with a Batwing. He tries to kill Joker like several times. Jack Nicholson Joker. He tries to kill him. There's that bit where he smashes the vase with the fire poker.
It's all very, very valid points.
Yeah. Michael Keaton would be lasting. I think he'd last at least longer than Val Kilmer did.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Well, you don't know any amazing facts about Val Kilmer, do you? He's not like a CIA assassin or something, is he?
No, but I think the other thing is with Batman is, even if like someone's like, oh yeah, they did like judo beforehand.
Yeah.
Batman's already good at like martial arts anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't help much because like every single Batman is like a master in like everything.
Well, no, not every single Batman is a master of everything. Like with enough prep time, as I've said before, with enough prep time, Batman can beat anybody.
Yeah.
But in a single fight, in a straight fight between all the Batmen, Val Kilmer isn't lasting. Let's think of it that way.
No, he's not.
Sure, he'll last longer than Lewis Wilson and Adam West and George Clooney, but with heavyweights like Ben Affleck, Ben Affleck is buff for Batman.
Yeah,
it's not just the suit, because sometimes the suit is more buff than they are. But Ben Affleck is he's a big unit. He's a big man. He's 6'3". He's buff. He might be a little bit older, but the stuff he does he doesn't fight many villains. Like who does he really fight? He fights Doomsday, I suppose. Yeah. He fights Lex Luthor. He doesn't really fight Lex Luthor, but he was going to fight Deathstroke in his own film before Robert Pattinson took over, and Deathstroke's not in it anymore. Which sucks because I'm a huge Deathstroke fan, as you know.
Yeah.
I love Deathstroke, but oh well. And Deathstroke did appear at the end of Justice League as well. Joe Manganiello. He looked pretty good, but not to be, unfortunately. Anyway, we're arguing for Michael Keaton. I'm arguing for Michael Keaton.
Well, I'm saying Val Kilmer goes.
Val Kilmer goes. Yeah, Val Kilmer goes. Sorry, Val. I'm sure you're a good guy, but you're out the match. You're out the battle. So we have our final picks here. We have Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson. There are 4.
I think the next one is obvious.
Is it? I'm not psychic.
I think some people might also be wondering how did this guy get so far in the first place.
Right. Okay. And who is this? Who is this guy?
I think the next to go. I think it's out of 2.
Right.
But I think the next to go has probably got to be Pattinson.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. Robert Pattinson. My mum does not like Robert Pattinson as Batman. Sorry to air your criticism there, Mum, live on the radio on Siren Radio on the Real Show. But I'm calling you out, Mum, on the airwaves. You don't like Robert Pattinson as Batman, and I think he could do all right. But in terms of a fight,
I like it.
In terms of a fight, we've not seen him fight very much. Bear in mind, we've only seen him punch that guy several times in front of a gang of clowns. We've seen him. I don't know. We've seen him use his grappling gun. He's grappled up those stairs in the trailer. But I think, against Ben Affleck, against Christian Bale, even Michael Keaton, I think he's gonna go down. Sorry, Robert Pattinson. I hope your movie's good. I really do.
So do I.
Sorry, you're out. You're out. You've been taken down. Christian Bale is going to take you down. But now we've got our final 3. We've whittled it down. I know, damn. Now we've got our final 3. Who is it going to be? We've got Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. They're circling each other. They're squaring up. Tough faces. Well, not really. You can't really see Batman's face. You can sort of see his tough chins. They've got tough chins. They're scowling. They've got the Batman scowl, and they're gonna take each other on. They're in the bat suits. They're gonna take each other on. Who's walking away?
I mean, I think I know who you're going to go for.
Do you? Do you think you know who I'm going to go?
Well,
I think I know who you're going to go for.
Yeah.
Right. On the count of 3, we're both going to say who's going to win. Right.
Okay.
This will make it fun.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Ready? We'll do it like on the count of three. We're both gonna say who we think's gonna win. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Christian Bale. What?
We agree.
We agree.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We both said Christian Bale.
Yep.
It's like that moment in that film. Did we just become best friends? Yeah. No.
Good old Step Brothers.
Yeah, Step Brothers. What's your favorite dinosaur? Velociraptor. Yeah, I think Christian Bale. He's pretty tall. He's young enough. He's got the intensity of Batman. He's got the look. I think he's got the look as well. He looks like Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne looks like Batman. My favorite moment from his Bruce Wayne when he's walking down that hallway, and like Joker's just taking control of his party or whatever. And he's walking out the hallway. That Joker clown raises his rifle, and Christian Bale just grabs it, like knocks the guy out with the rifle, and just breaks the rifle in half. He just dismantles it and throws it away. That's amazing. Such a quick little moment, but it's so good.
I mean, like I don't know. In my head, it just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Michael Keaton, he's got a couple of people out, but I think he's outmatched. He really is outmatched against Christian Bale.
Let's argue this first. We know we're both picking Bale to win, right? But Affleck or Keaton, who comes second?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Affleck. I'm sorry.
See, I don't know.
You don't know. You think you're behind Keaton?
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, it's now a battle for second place, isn't it?
It's a battle for second.
Right. Okay. If you argue Keaton, I will happily argue Affleck. I think in Justice League, well, not so much in Justice League. I think I'm going more on Batman versus Superman Batman than on Justice League Batman, because Justice League Batman doesn't really do much. I haven't seen the Snyder Cut, but it's not out yet. But I think Batman versus Superman Batman is much stronger, much more deadly than Michael Keaton Batman 89 or Batman Returns. But I will let you argue for Michael Keaton.
I mean, I don't know. I reckon he's, I guess, similar to Lazenby a little bit. I just feel like he's the one. Yeah, he's the one people won't expect.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon someone like Affleck, right? Everyone's gonna go, oh, get him out of here, right? It's like I'll make a reference that only you will get. It's like in the Royal Rumble, right?
Right, yeah.
It's like, Big Show comes in. Everyone gangs up on him.
Oh yeah, because he's a big target.
Exactly. Everyone goes, man, we need to get rid of him.
But also, he's really strong, so he can like knock people over the ropes.
Meanwhile, Michael Keaton's just sat, not involved, just waiting.
No, he's not getting involved. He's unassuming.
I've just made that big
argument. Yeah, go on.
Christian Bale and Ben Affleck are still having that fight from the very start.
Yeah, they are. They're still
Michael Keaton, he's fine. He's just watching them going at it.
Yeah, he's been sort of going around the sidelines, He's been going around the sideline. If this was like a Batman Royal Rumble, he'd be sort of taking his time around the sidelines of the ring, Yeah,
exactly.
Christian Bale and Ben Affleck take everybody out. Yeah, exactly.
And then you have the big macho showdown between Bale and Affleck.
I've just made that point, haven't I, about 5 minutes ago, about how unassuming and how no one expects Michael Keaton to be Bruce Wayne, let alone Batman.
Exactly.
So I think, you know what? You've persuaded me. Michael Keaton would. Christian Bale is fighting with Ben Affleck. They're doing that thing where they're both punching each other loads of times, and then Michael Keaton just kind of slips in and takes out Ben Affleck from behind. And now it's Michael Keaton versus Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I've yielded. I think Michael Keaton would actually beat Ben Affleck because he's unassuming. He's a good fighter because we've seen him fight in Batman 89 and in Batman Returns.
Yeah. And
I think he would have the quickness, he would have the skills to take out Ben Affleck if Ben Affleck doesn't see him coming. If Ben Affleck sees him coming then he might be able to take him. But he needs the element of surprise. He's a very stealthy Batman, isn't he?
He is.
He comes from the shadows. But there's that very famous scene where he walks down the street and people are trying to attack him, but he's like so fast that he's like blocking them and like taking them down and just punching them as people try to attack him. But I think that Michael Keaton Batman, he's stealthy, he's unassuming. Ben Affleck ain't going to see him come in. He's going to be taken out by Michael Keaton Batman. But now it's Keaton versus Bale.
It is. Now it's Keaton versus Bale.
And I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael Keaton. This might be over before it's even begun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be over before it's even begun. Michael Keaton might get a few good strikes, a few good attacks in, but in the end, he's no match for Christian Bale.
No, he's not.
He's no match for Bale's Batman. Bale's Batman's just gonna serve him on a platter, take him out, take him down. It's probably not even going to be much of a fight.
Probably not.
But in the end, from eight Batmen to 1, we whittled it down. Was it an obvious winner? Do you think it was an obvious winner?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
But we are crowning. It would safe to say, have we found our winner?
We have.
We are crowning Christian Bale's Batman as the winner of the Battle of the Batman. We're crowning Christian Bale's Batman as the winner of the Batman Brawl. 8 Batmen, only 1 winner. It's Christian Bale's Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. Wow.
Congratulations, Christian Bale.
It wasn't so much of a slaughter as I expected it to be. There was a few twists and turns. But I think Christian Bale's Batman, he's not walking away unscathed. He's a bit banged. He's a bit banged up. He's a bit, But don't worry. I'm sure Breakfast with Alfred and one of Alfred's long speeches will get him back up and running. Yeah, Alfred does make a lot of speeches.
He does.
I've buried enough members of the Wayne family. A long time ago, when I was in Burma, there were men and they were tangerines. I don't know. And Bruce Wayne's there like, I just want to know what you want from the shops. I'm going out. I don't want another speech, Alfred. And Alfred goes, there was a ruby the size of a tangerine. And I go, I don't care, Alfred. That's enough. Michael Caine. All right. I think Michael Caine's like that in real life. Because have you seen that video from Wired, that autocomplete interview with Alan Arkin and Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
And every time Michael Caine gets a question, he like spends 10 minutes on a story. He spends 10 minutes on a story about something that's not really related, but at the end of the story, he somehow manages to sort of ham fist it back to what he was talking about. Oh dear. Still, we have crowned our winner. We have crowned our winner of the Battle of the Batman, the Batman Brawl. It is Christian Bale's Batman. Amazing.
Hooray!
But moving swiftly on. Swiftly on, we have the weekly rec for this week.
We do.
We're rounding the show. It's a weekly rec. It's Corey's weekly rec this week. So, what weekly rec do you have for the people? Is it Batman related? What can the listener expect?
Okay, so I'm going a bit different. It involves an actor who was in a Batman film. Oh
right, okay. Who is this actor?
Famous played the Joker.
Ah, which Batman film though?
I'm going for Jack Nicholson.
Oh right, Jack Nicholson. Nice.
Which I'm not most familiar with as the Joker, but very famous actor, very well known.
Oh yeah.
He played him good, but he played the Joker good.
Yeah, he played. It was sort of like its very own sort of proto Joaquin Phoenix Joker in a way.
Yeah.
Because Batman '89 gives a bit of an origin for the Joker, doesn't it? Joker is the guy that kills. Well, no, he's not named Joker. His name's Jack Napier, and he kills Bruce Wayne's parents, and then he like gets pushed in that acid or whatever, and then he becomes the Joker, and his face is fused like a smile. And that's why he becomes the Joker. But anyway, what is your rec for this Jack Nicholson film?
So, obviously, most people would know Jack Nicholson from things like The Shining, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go for something a bit different, something I feel like really shows him, and more recent as well. So this film came out in 2002.
Right. Okay.
So later on in his career, and it's called About Schmidt.
About Schmidt, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, well let me explain to you.
Okay.
Let me give you a rundown. So, basically, Jack Nicholson's character, who is Schmidt.
He is Schmidt. Okay.
If you couldn't have guessed,
Right.
his wife passes away.
Right. Okay.
So he basically secludes himself in his room where he lives. Doesn't go out. Doesn't like people around and that sort of thing.
Right.
However, he basically forces himself to leave and to stop the wedding of his daughter.
Right. Okay.
So he doesn't the same mistakes as what happened to him, that sort of thing. But it's like I say, it's later on in his career, and it's if you watch the film, he's obviously he's much older.
What year is it?
And the thing with actors is, right? People go, "Oh yeah, I remember him when he was in The Shining, which came out in like the 70s.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Another
what I
great
know.
film.
Jack Nicholson. That's what I know Jack Nicholson from.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so you know him from these films that came out like 50 years ago now or something.
Right. Yeah.
So, but this film came out 18 years ago, and it's great. He's still as good as ever.
2002. I'm not 2002. All right.
He's as good as ever. It's got comedy in it. It's great. It's really, really good. Really good.
Jack Nicholson is one of those actors that have sort of deserve notoriety.
Yeah.
Like some people say, "Oh, he's overrated. But I don't think Jack Nicholson is overrated.
No,
I think he's really, really good. I know, they say that about certain actors when they get older and when they take on these bigger roles. But I think with Jack Nicholson, he really sort of earns it. Like he's amazing in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as Randall P. Murphy. He's great. He's fantastic as the Joker, even. Some people just know him as the Jack Nicholson Joker,
Yeah.
And The Shining, of course, obviously, with Shelley Duvall, is a famous scene where he breaks down the door with the axe,
Yeah.
And the typewriter scene from The Shining. He really is fantastic. He really is.
He's an amazing actor.
Once in a lifetime kind of actor, and I think that you think he's not lost his touch in about Schmidt. Right. Did you say there's a satisfying conclusion? Did he come to a realization or?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the film. I think he ends with getting a dog, and he kind of starts to learn about looking after something else and that sort of thing.
Oh right! Oh, that's very nice. But it's a really
heartwarming film.
Oh, great. What is your real take then? How many reels would you award About Schmidt?
So, About Schmidt, I'm going to give it. I want to give Borat 6.5. I'm going to give it. You know what? I'm going to give it an 8.
An 8. Wow.
8 reels.
8 reels. That's very high praise. 8 reels. Well, what does it deserve? How does it get 8 reels?
Obviously, we've gone on about Jack Nicholson for long enough, but other than that, the story is great. The other people in the film are really good. Every character's played.
He's supported by a good cast.
Yeah, exactly. Good cast. Story's good. It's paced well. It's a good watch, and it just, like I said, it shows not only is he a good actor, but the film is just really good, really well set up.
Oh, there you go.
If you're into heartwarming stuff or anything that makes you feel, give it a watch.
Well, don't we all need a bit of heartwarming storytelling every now?
Yeah,
especially now. But yeah, well, there you go. There you are, folks. There's your weekly rec for this week about Schmidt. 8 reels from Corey. Wow. And so that draws this episode to a close. this Batman special of The Real Show on Siren Radio. My name is Murray. This is Corey. Say bye to the listener, Corey.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And we will finish this. We'll finish this with the song "Bat Dance" by Prince from Batman 1989. Have a good one, folks. See ya.
Yeah.